Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Andrea Lopez and I'm going to explain basically all the units learned during this course, Colombian Education. So I'm going to begin talking about the first one, which is answer questions in Colombia foreign language education policy, profile issues in teachers development. These are some of the requirements for bilingual teacher in Colombia, according to the men. Um, in education in Colombia, they consider that English communicative competence can give good opportunities for citizens. Of course, having in mind a pedagogical design and a use of materials to develop the project at Colombia Bilingue. Uh, the common denomination, it brings more job opportunities, as I said. They think that it can solve some Colombian issues according to the society, and skilled and well-trained teachers are able to do this. Also, if we want to talk about professional development for teachers, which is I want to continue on this one. They have in mind language and culture, linguistic and political context, social interaction and language skills. Schools should have in mind not also the language but also the culture immersed in it. So American language. American language is the most taught in Colombia, and when they talk about hegemony and ideology, they refer to some languages, culture capital, and linguistic and political context. Uh, Continuing with the project of bilingual Colombia, this green one, there is a question we make in terms of professional development of the teachers, and we talk about that language is symbolic. It gives power, and being bilingual, of course, it means speaking English. There are four standards that they should be developed to be to get a proficiency in the language. You have to be uh, well speaker, you have to be a good writer, listener, and reader. And of course, we will talk about globalization and language and education reform in Colombia, critical outlook from this magazine. They give us examples of education and language, which is very connected with transitional language, which is Spanish. It says that is not necessary to be a good benefit for the majority of population in terms that in Colombia only some schools such as private schools are able to enjoy of really of this project of Colombia Bilingue, and not for public sectors, which the most of the teachers are not well trained, or they have difficulties with the language as well. So, and they don't have the same numbers of hours to be able to develop this program properly. And if we talk about bilingual education in Colombia, of course, we should have in mind that English is not the only foreign language we have. Of course, Spanish is also a foreign language we learned. We have the indigenous language before. And of course, Greek and Latin is immersed in our bilingualism in the country. Um, if we talk about the externalization of discourses of practices in the presence of international leaders, such as the British Council. They give us the guidance, they give us the materials. The British Council is an instrument for education to learn the new language. Bilingualism definitions and distinctions, foundations of bilingual education in Colombia. Of course, the fact of being bilingual, it gives you the knowledge of learning a different language. Of course, I consider that English is a very important language, but we should have in mind that we are bilingual, since wasn't our first language. Of course, nowadays is our mother tongue, but we tend to forget our real mother tongue language, which is the indigenous one. And I still consider that it's very important to to apply this program. Very good program, I might say, but in give opportunities for private and also the sector of schools that they are not able to learn this language in the same way. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.